All right, let's jump divisions here. Let's go to the Coastal, division that doesn't have a big monster in it, unless you're buying into the Miami preseason hype. Mario Cristobal is here. He's got the flashy staff, the new coordinators, Josh Gaddis, Kevin Steele. They return starters. They return the quarterback. All that's fun. It's great to say out loud, but I want to remind people this team was 3 touchdowns away from Alabama last year. They were 3 touchdowns away from Michigan State last year. There's still a little bit to go as far as on-field wins go to compete with the best teams in the country. Darien, I'll go to you first. How excited should Miami fans be? Can they really run away with this division potentially, or is it going to be closer than people think?
All right, this is a side note. This is something I'm disappointed in Miami for. Now, listen to this. I thought the best thing they had going for their program the last 5 years was that turnover chain. It was obnoxious as hell, but look, y'all they got a bunch of turnovers. They might have led the league like the past however many years. I get Cristobal wants to come in and build a new culture, but bro, that might have been one of the most Miami thing, having a gold Cuban link, and then at the same time it worked. Like, it actually produced results. So that's neither here nor there. I'm not a Miami proponent, but like, I thought that was crazy. Thought that was a crazy thing to go in there and take the chain away. Thought it was a little weird. But my take on Miami, look at the end of their season. Obviously, once Derek King went down, you look at what Tyler Van Dyke, his resume from last year, put up a lot of yards, was very efficient, throwing touchdowns. His touchdown to interception ratio was very good. But they won 5 of their last 6 games, which is a big thing when you think about building a program and like carrying that into the offseason and that being the momentum you carry into the season. I mean, winning 5 of your last 6 games, a lot of teams probably couldn't say that at any level. They lost a lot of games they lost were very early on in the season. So you look at how they're thinking about how they finish, their pride, their confidence going to this year. I think it's very high, and it has a reason to be. So they actually won games, and so like similar to Florida State, I think their alumni base is probably one of the most proud fan bases and alumni bases in the country. You look at the amount of NFL talent they've had, the persona, the celebrity status. And so everybody wants to see those guys, the U, be back. Even when they were in the ACC championship, I guess that was 2017. That was one of the best years they've had the last 5 years. And so I think their administration, everybody wants to see them get back. So that's why they pay Cristobal the money, brought him in, a big time hire. And so, I mean, they have the momentum. They got the culture, it seems like, in Cristobal, and they got the expectation, at least the pride to go out there and do it. But can they do it? Who knows? But Tyler Van Dyke, he's a better quarterback than Derek King was. I think Derek King was a great playmaker. But as far as like putting the ball down the field, I mean, he gives them that ability to really make those big time plays.
So what you're saying, though, Darien, is the ACC swag as a whole is at an all-time low because we lose the turnover chain.
Yeah.
And then not only do we lose the turnover chain, though, Dabo Swinney's hitting the gritty. That's supposed to carry this for the whole conference.
Oh, man. Look, I'll give you that one. Look, he did get called a slack fan, but it wasn't terrible. I mean,
he got a little freaky with it, dude. He got a little freaky with it.
It was good. Like, I mean, what other 50-year-old white man's out here doing a gritty that night, But whatever. But no, I'm serious.
Jeff Goodman is not. I'll tell you that.
The lights went out. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
It was Dabo doing the gritty.
I know. He took my lights out.
Yeah, dang, dude. All the power. I'll touch on this a little bit though. I think Miami's got a soft spot for me because I think the foundation of that program was built similarly, but not to my program and my alma mater. I think there was a very blue collar, us against the world. We're going to do it our own way. And I think that goes back to the national championship game back when Penn State and Miami both faced off. It was, the straight and narrow, and then, the berets and all the whole thing, man. Like you saw 2 totally different mindsets, but at the end of the day, when you cut through all that, the foundation was blue collar, our own way. We're going to do it a certain way. And I think bringing in a guy like Cristobal, who understands that, who is there for probably your most prominent years or a portion of your most prominent years program, is great. And I think getting Miami back is going to be big. I think they have pieces in place this year, similarly to what you touched on, Darien, at the quarterback position. In terms of recruiting talent, they do not have to go far. There's plenty of talent in their backyard. And I'm telling you, all of them would kill to be in Coral Gables on a consistent basis, because that's a fantastic destination. But
100%.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. But I really do think that Miami is poised. I'm very curious to see what type of mentality that team comes out and plays with. It's a wait and see for me, but I'm optimistic because I think they have the right people in place. They have the right direction that they're headed from top to bottom, head coach all the way down to the athletic trainers in terms of where they want to go with things, because I think that's how Cristobal is going to run the ship. So I'm excited to see how it develops.
I feel like Hack just pulled like a Simon Cowell, America's Got Talent, not a yes or a no, but like a come back in a year or two, and we'll see. We'll keep an eye on you. And we like.
I did it pretty elegantly.
It was very nice.
It was smooth. I also want to say this about Miami, because Hack hit on this. I was down there training for like my NFL combine training. Look, if they can figure out how to win games, they will not lose any more recruits in the state of Florida. Bro, I mean, what?
It's Coral Gables, dude.
Bro, it's Coral Gables. You're close to Miami. You in the city. Look, the only people are leaving because they want to win. So Cristobal and them can figure that out. And look, let's touch on this for a quick second. Let's talk about NIL for a quick second. They're in one of the biggest markets in America, if not the world, in Miami. If they can figure out how to win some games, they're going to be loaded with money. Probably already are. But
I mean, like what you said, though. I mean, look at the NFL talent that's been there. They've been begging to get behind the program. They've been begging, and they haven't had it. And now they finally have one of their own in Mario. I think it's the perfect storm, man. If they can put together a solid year this year and then continue to build on it with another good recruiting class, watch out. You might be back.
Yeah.
John Ruiz, Field of 12. Phone lines are open. Call us if you want to partner. I mean, we are right here, wide open.